Well, I'm sitting here anyway. We might as well make some chickens together. Wow. There's more chicks than I've ever had from a single stack of eggs. I'm liking this. I only have a few to throw in here. I'm trying to replenish my supply of chickens since the incident with the wandering villager and the baby zombie. Oh, babies! I need enough chickens in here. I get plenty of eggs. And I had 2. I now have slightly more than 2 because I bred them up and now I've thrown some eggs. So we're all good. Welcome in, everyone. I know I'm early. That's fine. I can be early. It's acceptable. I'm late sometimes, so it's only reasonable that occasionally I'm early too. Now, I have to say, Awinch, well done on getting first again. You had a little bit of a break for a while, not having first, and then back on top, it seems. Just put those in there. And then, of course, with the second and the resub hitting 50 months. Thank you very much. Whilst I remember, let's put it in the book. Nope. Nope. Yeah, that's the one. New line? With a bag. To the bag. Sure. To the bag? That's not even close. W and T are nowhere near each other in the keyboard. I don't know how I've managed to the bag, but I'm sure you've been called worse. By me, in fact. There we go. First one in for the stream. Book gets put away. In here. Right. Here. I want to work on the Amethyst farm, which requires breeding these guys. So let's start off with a couple of these. And there. Now I have 4. I need 4 for the farm, and I'd like 1 left in here. So what I will do, grab a couple of leads. Wow. It was with a 30 stream streak. Blimey. That's rather surprising. The fact that I've had the streak enabled for that long is surprising. I see 3. Am I missing? There he is. Let's you on that one. So there. And you on that one. Well done, Awinch. Thank you very much for being here so often. 30 stream streak. I never imagined anyone would get double digits of a streak in my streams. Is it surprising that I keep coming back? I'm always surprised that you keep coming back, and I'm very, very appreciative. Look how happy they are. This one can't jam out. Oh, no, it can. I'll leave the music running. Cathadora with a raid. I went live 2 minutes ago. Hi, Cathadora. We come in peace. It's a Cathadora raid. Welcome in. Hang on. I'm going to do the thing while I remember. Raids. 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 Oh, look. Cathadora, who's already in the book. I keep wanting to do your name with a capital at the start. Just feels wrong not to. Thank you very much. Welcome in, everyone. Let me throw the book in. Grab this. We have started the stream well because I've now got 4 LAs. I only captured my first one at the end of the last stream. Oop, ads. Uh-oh. Hopefully they let me know when they're back. Oh, sleep. Sleep seems good. Who needs sleep? To the top of the hill. Away from the music. So at the bottom... I'm going for it. Oh, no armor. That sucks. I hate this game. And there we fall down here. What I need to do is probably make a safe way up and down. Oh. Sure. So we're going to be working on this. I need to do some decorating. And so welcome back from ads. Thank you very much for bringing your people over. How was your stream today? How's it going? Things are going well. I only just started streaming today. I've been unwell for the last week, and I'm still spending a fair bit of time at night coughing, which is not fun. You know when you have a tickle and it just starts and you go, yep, I'm coughing for half an hour and my throat now hurts. It does disturb the sleeping a little bit. But I'm getting through it. Bedtime Jules, welcome in. My stream was good. Finished up the last bits of my hotel. Wow. Okay, I didn't realise you were close to finishing. And I can't believe that you've finished because it doesn't feel like it was that long ago that you were starting it. And I don't feel like I have achieved enough since you started it. That's reasonable. Just a couple more bits to go. Okay, maybe I need to speed up with myself. Give me 1 second. I'm going to blow my nose and no one wants to hear that, so I'm going to mute my microphone. In fact, I'm going to mute myself in the middle of sentence. Sorry. Right, we're going to be working on Amethyst Farm. I want to be able to come in here and hack away at all these bits, whether I use my Silk Touch or Fortune, whichever I want to use. The bits should drop down into the water, but in case they don't, I want Lair to be able to pick them up and put them over there. So I will need a music... No, not a music block. A note block. Right. 3 hoppers. A dispenser and some other bits and pieces. I also need sand because I want to build this out of sandstone and glass. I probably want to start thinking about how long the corridor is going to be. If this is my room, I'm probably going to do a wall at this point here so that we have a square room in the middle and it can be symmetrical on the 3 different sides, especially if that is a 3 wide, same as my entrance. So I'll do something over there. I can decorate the ceiling. It'll be sand. We'll have a wall over here. And then this would be my corridor, which is where I want to be able to see items flowing across and to. Which probably means I want to make this wider and deeper. Realistically, I want storage for amethyst shards, the small buds, the medium buds and the large buds. I forget what's involved. Hang on. I'm going to break everything with Silk Touch to make sure I have all of the options covered. I think that makes sense. Never made an amethyst farm, always just gathered it manually. So I'm going to be gathering it manually. I just wanted something pretty to go around it. And I wanted the collection system trying to wash and float in. Now my plan would be to have the ability to drop down if I need to. So we have a little walkway out this way. I should grab most of the stuff. If anything falls on a block, I don't need to hop down to get it because the allies will. And then the only reason I might fall in is because I'm being a derp. But from here, I should be able to reach most of the stuff I care about. And if I want to hop into the water to get the extras, I can. But I'm not likely to, if that makes sense. I think that's medium. Right, let's hop down here. So small, medium, large, clusters. So we've got 4. Plus we need the shards, the blocks. Hang on. How do I... dignity. Ouch. I'm also going to need my fortune pick. So I can do that one. Need another fully row. That, and that. That gives me all of the things. So these are the 6 things we'll be collecting. Ow! So essentially, if I then have... This is my opening. I probably want 2 blocks deep like that. So I can have an opening there and the opening here. And then it can be wider than that. So we go back here. Give me a second. Let's think. I'm going to use stone brick just as a placeholder. If that went there with whatever texture I choose to have. Same here. This would then be standard, and then the texture would be here again. And this would be where the storage starts. So we need it to be wider and deeper and longer and smarter. Oh, I should do the thing while I remember. I need to do channel point redemptions. Enable Dragon's Lair. There. And in theory, there should be some new sounds attached to them. We'll see. 2, 4, 6. Do I want to have a lot more space for any of these? Nah, I'm okay with that. And on the other side, I can put my tinted glass. In fact, maybe we go with these 5 on one side, then the other side we can have 2 for tinted glass and 2 for amethyst, and then 1 for regular glass. Tinted glass and regular glass. 4 and 4. Let's go 4 and 4. We can have the shards, the plain glass, the amethyst blocks, and the tinted glass all on one side. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we go 1 wider, like that. 4. So this one, that. This would be the stone. We need to square it off and mirror it. Simple, I think. Now the reason I'm doing this bit first is because I want to put the portal in behind, and then I want to do a bubble elevator and a drop chute behind that. So let's light this up. Go with and we eat. So my health can recover, and we need to square it off. So this side needs to be back 2 blocks like that. This is my lobby area. This is my ability to come out and do the harvesting. I think I know what I'm doing. We shall see. Now if I can do some kind of cut block all the way around the entrance would be good. And then we'll have glass coming out here so I can step out and see everything. We'll do the same shape on that side. Which does mean... I might make it... We'll see. No! I stepped off. Does anyone truly know what they're doing? I get the feeling that you do. You seem like the sort of professional that knows what they're doing. I, on the other hand, haven't a clue. Welcome, Nozza. Congratulations on 3rd. See this one. On 2. And we square it off. I'll need to put the portal in, although I won't necessarily need to activate it. Fortune pick can go in. Give me inventory space. Ow. Absolutely not. Fooled another one. I mean, I'm only going based on what I've seen, and from what I've seen, you know what you're doing. Now, while I want this to be 3 tall and 3 wide, it can be higher than that here. And same on this side. Let's grab more stone bricks so I can mark where the pillars would be. And I want the portal back here, which I may as well put the obsidian in just to help mark where it's going to be. The portal will be probably taller, although... Hey Teal, welcome in. Hello, nice to catch your stream again. It's always nice to see you. Why are you still sick? We banned sickness last stream. Did you? Did you ban it last stream? I don't remember anyone banning it last stream. Alright, portal will go there. I want the ability to go behind the portal. So we'll do that there. And that there. If I open this up slightly, so we go here, let's make this re-wide. There, let's go like that. And like that. So it's wider. Some torches down. Figure out what I'm doing. We'll square this off. I'll put stone brick in there. And same on this side. I'd like one up and one down. So this would be where we drop down to. And on this side, drop up. Which means we need to go here for drop chute. And bubble elevator. Huh. I meant to do that. Totally. I'm mostly better. I'm just not quite right. In fact, I was never very ill. Just a little bit ill. You know. A little bit poorly. I mean, even whilst I was fully ill, I was streaming. I just didn't quite sound as amazing as I normally do. So that goes there. This comes out. We'll do one there, one there. Again, stone brick is just to mark the shape. And then this area back here, I kind of want just to put... drop back here for maybe an ender chest. Let's grab a spare one. Oh. Where are all my ender chests? I normally have multiple ender chests in here. I'm going to place this one back here. In fact, do we need that? We could go there and there. Val, welcome in. Give me a second. Let me focus on placing these blocks before I forget. That seems sensible. No, I'm doing it back here. I've changed my mind. 1, 2. Hi Val, and hi Val's viewers. Matt, welcome in, Val. We are all Val. Wait, Cathadora, you just raided. You were already here, but you were also there. Maybe you raided me and went, oh, this stuff is so cool, I need to get other people to raid. And then you went into Val's stream and you said, Val, you know, it'd be really cool. You should end and raid to Zach. I am everywhere. Oh, I am inevitable. Copy one, welcome in. We are all Val. Hi everyone. I'm Zach. I'm a variety streamer, although I do play a lot of Minecraft. Today we are in my solo-ish world. This is known as Dragon's Lair. It's powered by Nodecraft and my partnership with them. And I'm currently working on a distraction. I wanted to build some kind of amethyst farm. I've never built one, and I figured, why not? This is a manual farm, however I want the collection system down below to be slightly automatic, and I'm going to employ LAs. Yep, raiding you was 100% my idea. Oh, thanks! And Juggalo Mark, thank you very much for the follow. Before I forget, let me put the raid in my book. As of January this year, as in now, I've started recording raids, gifted subs, wishing well redemptions, guest books, raid, get all the things. Raids. Val! MC. Val, not afraid of capital letters, unlike Cathadora. I mean, I'm not throwing shade, but Cathadora, no caps. I reckon the keyboard was broken when you chose your name. It was actually Val's idea, I can't lie. Oh, okay. Fair enough. I'll let you off this once. Terrified of capitals. I mean, the moment someone mentions Cardiff, whew, I quake in my boots. Cardiff is the capital of Wales. It's also very cold in the water. I spent a fair bit of time in Cardiff in the bay. It was cold. When you have ice in the water with you, you worry. Yeah, I'm not allowed to be Val today because I'm a troll today. Oh, congratulations. I've always wanted to be a troll. Cardiff is the capital of Wales. Yes. Although not that kind of Wales. Wales without the H. Right. My plan for this area is I'm going to decorate this with sandstone with a hint of the pink. So I may do some pink glass in parts and cut sandstone. And then through here I want to have the storage system. So we'll do an automatic sorting on... Actually, it'll be both sides, won't we? Because I've done the buds and the clusters here. I'm doing shards here. So we're going to do 2 slices of shards. Oh, no. 1 slice of shard. 1 slice of blocks, tinted glass, and then plain glass. Just because it allows me to make more if I wish to. And we'll put some crafting tables around. I may just place them in the floor. We'll see. I want to do a portal back here, which will probably just be a 3x3. I have plenty of obsidian for that, so let's do that while I think of it. And then back here, we're going to have a drop chute down, and then a bubble elevator up. Matt says, I want to make a joke, but I'll resist. Go on. Go on. I dare you. I dare you, as long as it's family friendly. It's not where all the whales live. No. It's very mountainous. Whales struggle to go up hills. Oh, sorry. And yet Thad doesn't like us calling them Thad. We have to capitalize it. Who's Thad? It's where the sheep live. Yep. Lots of sheep in Wales. Terrifying, I promise. So I used to spend a fair bit of time in Wales camping. And... Oh, Cathadora. Gotcha. Okay. When I was camping in Wales, I would inevitably wake up early because I am an early riser. Hey, Catwoman. I am someone who wakes up at 6 o'clock in the morning and goes, well, I'm up now. I might as well get out of bed, have a shower, and get going for the day. I am not someone who can wake up and then go, oh, I'll just go for another 20 minutes. No, I wake up, I get going. This morning, I woke up, I had a bath, I went for a walk. I went into town, I had a coffee, came back, Mrs. Dragon was still in bed. Oh, welcome, Maurice. As a first-person shooter enjoyer, I hate campus. Thank you, Rhesus. Well done. Well done. As I was saying, camping in Wales and getting up early in the morning, if you get up before the sun rises and you go for a walk, and then you look towards any field and you notice all these little glowing dots, and you realise it's hundreds of sheep staring at you, it's quite terrifying. You just think it's just me and a couple of hundred sheep. What if... Despite all evidence to the contrary, hello, my baby. They are Hey, Aladar. Sheep could be incredibly evil and want to murder me. And they've just hidden it all this time. And now it's just me and 100 sheep. Whew, I'm doomed. And that thought occurred to me, and it will never unoccur. Catwoman says, I'm struggling so much with getting out of bed. I was buried under 3 blankets. It was cold outside. Yeah, that sounds like the safest place to be is in bed. Welcome in, everyone. Oh, give me a second. I've been ill. I'm still ill. I'm recovering. I feel better. I would like to make a new drop chute down. So let's do that on this side. So if I do... Yeah. In fact, we'll do the same over here. If I were really clever, which I'm not saying I am, but if I were, I could put my essential shulker down, put those in, and I can grab a bucket of water. That's quite annoying. Okay. I don't have a bucket of water, but I do have my infinite water source. Haha! If I pop over here and do that, we'll do the same again. It's genius. Funny thought to stick in there with the sheep. That is exactly what they are thinking. Sheep could be evil. You don't know. And now if I press F3...
Forbidden donut.
Forbidden donut? No, you're allowed here. Welcome in. Good to see you. Right. I'm just looking at my coordinates. 214 by 27. We're going up top. This will be glorious. Probably. Let's eat first. A donut appears. The donut has entered the chat? Something like that? Donuts are delicious. Risa says 214. Those are the coordinates I'm supposed to remember. I'm pretty glad you posted that there because I would have forgotten that. Time to be a productive human. Why would you do that to yourself? That just seems cruel and unusual. Right. 214. Just this way? This way? This way. Two on four. This couldn't possibly go wrong. I said this couldn't possibly go wrong. You're supposed to leave me alone. No! Nothing wrong with digging straight down. It's fine. Racist language. I can't remember what height I was going to, but I'm assuming at some point I'll find water. I've got the right coordinates. I have got the right coordinates. We're fine, right? See, it wouldn't surprise me if I was off by 1 in a diagonal direction and ended up... Ah! Not found. I'm fine! So, same on this side. 224! I can do that. There's a tree in my way. 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 4! No one's trying to murder me. This is surprising and I'm quite grateful. Bloody random. I like to be off by 3 blocks. I mean, off by 1. I call that what's underperformance? If you want to be a real Minecrafter, off by 3 at least. If anything, you need to be at least 4. I mean, 3 is a terrible number. Despite the song to the contrary that says 3 is the magic number, it is not. 3 is the number where precisely 1 person is not welcome. If you don't know who that person is, it's probably you. I don't know how I just keep being off by 3. I'm actually normally pretty accurate. And I think that's sometimes worse. See, if I was often off by 1, I'd kind of be used to it. But because I'm normally pretty good, I then start to trust myself and go, I'll be fine. I'll do an entire circle with a 50 block radius and I'll go, yep, it's fine. And I'll get to the last bit and go, oh, I messed up like 10% in. But I'm not expecting to have messed up because I'm normally pretty good. I'm out! Right, let's go home. Let's unload all this junk. I say junk. Useful stuff. Ow. I also need this bucket, so I can do this and that. I'm running low on obsidian. And so often this lava builds up here and I just leave it. I need to make an effort just to go, no, I will grab the lava. I will get some obsidian. And slowly top up my supply. Right, this goes in here. The rest of the junk needs to go in all of these different chests. But right now I can't bother, so I'm just throwing it in. To be dealt with later, maybe? Right, I need a tinted glass and a regular glass. So we'll do... Oh, do I even have a tinted glass? Possibly not. Let's take those. Stained glass, regular glass. And, oops, I used up all of my shots. Like that. I would like, if it's not too much trouble, some item frames. Which means I need sticks, and all of my sticks ended up here? Okay, I do not have many sticks. Catwoman says you're making me want to play more games when I'm trying to do some packing stroke organization. You should do some packing stroke organization. However, if you were to play games, what would you play? And also, what are you packing stroke organizing? Ow, I'm still ill. Ow. Sorry, I apologize, I didn't mute for that. Coughing should not take that much energy, but it does. I'm trying to ignore the siren call of my new shiny game, Hytale. I bought Hytale this morning. I thought, well, it's only reasonable that I buy it, just to secure my name. I'd hate for anyone else to secure my name. Would I like to play it? Yes. When am I going to play with it? I don't know yet. I will jump off that bridge later. I would like some glowing. Let's take 8 of those. I want glow item frames. I would also like a load of chests. There are 28 in there, which is not going to be enough. 54 in there. Still not enough. Probably want some more. So let's pop over to... Oh. I broke the portal. Hang on. Let's do the sensible thing. And prioritize. I want you. And you to duplicate. That gives me 6. Now if I take 2 leads. There he is. You. That's 1, 2. Nope. 3. 4. I got 4, right? 4! Perfect. And these. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Let's take the hoppers. And hope that I have a note box somewhere. Oh, I have loads. I need 1. Let's take these and those. I'm sure I can figure it out. And a button. Come on! Come on, chaps. Remember to leash all gas and secure your items in the overhead compartments. Right. It'd be a miracle if I managed to get them all out the door without any of these leads breaking. Told you. Yay! Okay, it was a miracle. We did it! Success! Victory! Right, now I need to walk up the hill. Which I shall use this. Catwoman says, yeah, I'm having fun with the game, just like my Minecraft projects. Gonna have create a creative hotel world and see what that kind of strange houses I can make. How do we surf? We have 4! Wow. I was expecting to lose at least 1. I am pleasantly surprised. Yeah, so I'd like to play it, but I'll do it eventually. I don't need to do it now. Right, come on! All 4 of you. Going to go slowly. Because you're all recalcitrant. Recalcitrant means willfully disobedient, by the way, in case anyone doesn't know that. At least that's what I was led to believe it means. I could be wrong. Misinformed. Lied to. Come on. I am constantly checking because I'm not expecting this to work. I am pleasantly surprised so far. Yeah. Considering how long ago Allays came out, I have not played with them. I've been on servers where other people have played with them. In fact, Gingerbeardman played with them on my community server and did a fantastic job getting them to sort out the unstackables in the raid farm. I did none of that. I just witnessed the greatness. Should be along here. Someone left a floaty tree. I should fix that. Certainly wouldn't be me. Right, what's the chances that I can get them down the hole? Let's just try. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. Tap them all onto there. Then if I... Oh. Do that. Release you. Put the other 3 on here. You are the lone one, right? The other 3 are leaded up. Perfect. Where? Oh, there's the hole. Yeah, I'm on. Okay, that worked better than I expected it to. Come on, down you come. Come on. We're in. Okay. You're coming over here. And you're going to be leaded to this one. Again, pleasantly surprised. Right, if we have chests going up, I want this room to be taller. So if we have... I'm actually thinking maybe we should do a row of signs here, and then just above we just feed them into each other. Let's see. Definitely 1 block up for this section. Probably more though. Important thing is just do the bit that you know you want. Step back, reflect, and decide. So if I have a double chest going in here, double chest in here, and a hopper here, another chest back here, we could have a lip going across at that point, and it can match this. So I think another block up, so whatever's here goes up and over. Whatever's here goes up and across. Which means I only end up with 2 double chests of each, but realistically that should be enough. And then of course whatever ends up in the system behind that. So I could have more chests as well as a silo, but not on show and not accessible. But as everything will feed through, I'm okay with it. Now, I do not have everything I need at the moment, but I have enough to get started. If we pull this bit out here, what I will probably do, these will need to be changed, but right now I don't have the materials I want, so I'm going to do match frames up there, and same on this side. So small, medium, large, budding, right? Small. Make sense? Hey, Geo! And then on this side, we'll do the shards, the blocks, regular glass, and then tinted glass. I probably want to put a way of inputting the stuff. If I had a barrel here for output and a barrel here for input, so if I end up with any of my inventory, I can just put them in. That makes sense and will be tucked back. I've also just realised that this bit was supposed to be over here. So the whole thing is off by 2. However, I'm okay with that. Because realistically, this could be 3 deep. Rather than 1 deep. Yeah, I'll do that. I know what I'm doing! I'm glad it's the end of the day. Oh, is it that bad? You have to TNT it all and start again. Nope! It's fine. It's fine. I'm going to make this go out to here and to there. We'll take this out and that out. The barrel will be there and there. Seems fine by me. Bit more of a tunnel, and I'm okay with that. Or I could move everything over to... It's not that big a deal to move everything over 2 blocks. Just thinking what I need and where. So we'll have item streams going up and across the filters, across, back, and then down. So 1 block is plenty. Do you know what? I'll redo it all. Why not? I mean, you have to ask, what would Geo do? And Geo would do it properly. She'd do it all over. Starting from fresh. We go there. And there. Yep, sure. Geo's told me I have to, so I'm going to. Mother-in-law issues, and I feel like I have a pincushion. Had a blood test today, and she could not get a vein. Eee. I am very fortunate never to have suffered from that. I have what is known in the industry as prominent veins. They're not that prominent. They're just relatively straightforward. My sister, who is a trained paramedic, when she was doing her training, kept asking me whether she could practice on me, to which the answer was no. Of course not. You're not practicing on me. I don't like being poked with a needle. It's not fun. It's not what I call a good time. Right, we do that. We'll go up like this, and we'll go up like that, just to show how it'll look. Also, with, I would imagine it's even. What, you have fibro? Geo? Am I remembering correctly this time? Fibro tends to make everything more sensitive. Yes, fibro. And butterflies. Welcome in. Fibro sucks as Aladar. Wait, Aladar, do you have? I feel like I should know this. I feel like I don't know this. And I feel ashamed. That and arthritis. Yeah. That's a combination of fun. I'm going to fill this in. I'm fixing it because you give it back.
Sure, it's not very filling. And it's poisonous. But it is technically food.
Well done, Ossa. Thank you for redeeming technically food. Did anyone notice anything different about that redemption? It might sound a bit...
I'm gonna get you, little fishy. I'm gonna get you, little fishy.
A little bit different, you know? Just slightly tweaked. Do I need an empty hand to get that off him? Give it back. Thank you. Red Dwarf humour for the win. Catwoman got it! Hold on. I've consented to being a lab rat once before, but I needed the money. Nope, I don't think you could pay me enough. Unless it was very, very desperate. I don't know. Do not like it. Right. Oh, whoops. I did the thing. Technically food. We need to go get some food. And apparently a fishing rod. Side quest. Wee-hee. Right, so in here, we throw in all the stuff I don't need. Which is actually most of this stuff. We then sleep. Restful. I'm still hearing Cat's voice instead of the TTS voice. That was Mrs. Dragon, by the way. Tonight's fish is trout a la creme. Anything else? Fish. Gio says, me too. And I'm currently playing with physiopathy to help with arthritis in my fingers. What does physiopathy do? Right, technically food. Which means I need to find some spider. Oh wait, I have a thing. Channel Point Redemptions. Aha! I was prepared for this. I also have Super Rodney. Let's go get an enchanted book. I've always enjoyed fishing in Minecraft. I haven't got my waders. Hang on, let me get a lily pad. Lily pads are cool. Physiopathies are a bit like firmer blue tack. Oh, okay. That's what I was imagining it to be, but I've never heard of it. So I went, oh, I could be wrong. Lily pad. If I were a lily pad, where would I be? Well, that was a decent bet. Found them. Also, that's it. All right, let's do that again. There. Ow. 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 Totally necessary. Okay, I thought that would hurt me more. We have no fish. So I have to do this until I get an enchanted book or a stack of fish if I need to opt out. I'm pretty sure I get an enchanted book fairly quickly. I mean, they're common. Now, I haven't done much fishing on this world. However, when I first started it and Witherbag joined me, we spent a fair while in the world, kind of just chatting and fishing. I found it really enjoyable. But that's probably because of the company, not because of the fishing. However, maybe it was the fish. Maybe I hated Witherbag's company, and it was only the fish that got me through it. It was the company, wasn't it? Oh, what was that? Oh, Power 4 Infinity Bow. Nice. Lower back pain is not fun, nor is knee and ankle get gentle hugs. Oh, sorry, I didn't read your message. Let me read it now. Mine is in my lower back at the pelvis level. Yeah. And then left knee, but also dealing with pain left over from my double ankle injury from 2024. Is that 24? I thought it was last year. Oh. Time really does fly. Dark Wolf Den, welcome in. How's the Minecrafting? Or is it too soon to mention, which is, you know, the great loss? The Great Purge of 2026. Oh, still no enchanted book. And when I said a stack, I meant a stack of any individual fish, not collectively. If I have 32 salmon and 32 cod, that does not count as a stack. Oh, I got an enchanted book! It's Sharpness 3. Okay. That wasn't too bad. You pop. I can go in there. This is other stuff for other channel point protection. So we have spider eyes, we have exploding rockets, rotten flesh, and I'm going to be doing. So all of this stuff fits in the bundle. This is for a redemption I'm thinking of adding, which would be something along the lines of resource collection. Someone redeems it and then we put everything in the dropper, press the button, see which one comes out, which does mean it can choose. It can be 9 things. I need to decide what things I want to go in there. The crimson stem and the warp stem kind of become one, but we've got 11, I need to knock out 1. So I'll probably get rid of the shroom lights. And then each of these can be named by how much I need to get. Like sand, I might need to get a shulker full of sand. Whereas nether quartz, maybe 4 stacks would be enough. Break that. And back to the project in hand. Oh, actually, before I do that. That. Oh. It has a house. What more could one want? I need rockets. It's in my interest to do that occasionally so I can eat through the spider eyes in case I need to worry about misadventure. Right, let's see if we can take another one of these guys down. So if I do this, then that, then that, then that. Then we hover over here. And when he's over the hole, we drop down and drag him down. It worked perfectly the first time. The chance of it happening again perfectly is, I'm going to use the word slim to none. I will, however, look straight up and sip my tea. Ah, that's good tea. Now my question is, can I tell Mrs. Dragon she did a good job with her recordings? Oh, there you are. I didn't see you there. Yeah, I'm on. Nope, this way. This way. Over the hole. You better. I will. Okay, I will tell. I'm growing impatient, and part of me wants to just drag it down the hole. I mean, it could fall with me, or it could end up stuck on this ledge. I don't know how much movement they will go across with me. To me. Oh, thanks. Ah! Gotcha. No, come back. No, no. Got it. Whew, that was slightly stressful. On your pop. There we go. Secured. So this one gets moved over. Ah, thanks. You really, really don't have to do that with a... Oh, word ban. Okay. Set a timer for 30 minutes.
Okay, 30 minutes. Starting now.
Good choice. Curse you, but good choice. Milo, welcome in. Alador says, oh, good news. Hang on. Good news. We did a small trial with Bella in the hallway with a baby gate up and a blanket over it. And at one point, the blanket fell, which let Asuna and Bella not only see, but sniff each other. No reaction. They were happy kitties. Oh, that's fantastic. I must ask a question though, Alador. Do you think you are a little bit more relaxed about the mixing because you know that it will be whilst you're home? Or mostly whilst you're home? See, I would stress about it because at some point you won't be there, and all the time you're not there while it's new, you'd worry. But because you and Dark are both at home a fair bit, I would imagine that removes some of the stress. Like if you had them and you were both, let's say, working from an office, and you go, well, will you leave the house for, let's say, 9 hours a day? Then all the time you're out, you start worrying about, are they okay? Are they, are they tearing each other apart? You don't know, but because you're home, I would imagine that makes it less stressful. Could be we're also making more of an effort than we were able to with Onyx and Asuna. Was there any issues with Onyx and Asuna? See, I've been very fortunate in that I haven't had to introduce many cats. The only cat I've really had to introduce was... Hang on. I suppose when I got my first cat when I was 11, I had to introduce to the family cat. However, she wasn't that bothered. Just went, oh, alright, I suppose. We go here. And there. The portal gets moved over. The drop chute gets moved. Oh, this is going to be annoying. Although I could keep the drop chute where it is and just make this section longer. I won't. Oh, I could do the drop chute over here. Nope. Yeah, they don't get along very well. The other time was the first time Pebbles, which was Mrs. Dragon's cat, got to meet the cat of my parents. But that was in a... Yeah, we're visiting for a few hours, and Pebbles was the easiest cat you can take anywhere. You'd walk into any house, and within 2 minutes she went, oh yeah, sure, this is home, I suppose, for now. So relaxed. So easy. I know I've told this story before, but the first time we took Pebbles to my parents' house, we just let her out of the car. She followed Mrs. Dragon in, settled in the lounge, and curled up on a spare chair. The second time, I took Pebbles on my own. This Pebbles was not my cat, however. I took her with me, and essentially, I opened my car door, she jumped out of the car, walked to the front door of the house, my dad let her in, and she went straight to her spot. Straight to the lounge. Went, yep, this is my place. Like she owned it. Like, you've been here once before and you just let yourself in. The fact that she was comfortable enough walking from the car without walking with me was astonishing. She went, yep, I know where I'm going. How? Not a clue. Very, very cool cat. Right, if I were to do that and that, this needs to go here because this will be the drop chute, and so will this one. The other one needs to be filled in. We can do that in a bit. And this would go here and here.
You didn't say the magic
Hey,
word.
Keb. Good to see you. Right. I think I know what I'm doing. I don't, but I think I do, and that's what matters. Right, let's go up to the surface and get our little friend. Although before I do that, yay, lunch! Well, that was fulfilling. I need to go through a stack. I've gone through 3. How you doing? The lovely Keb. It's good to see you. Done the one. Done that one. I want to make sure I've got another fence down here. So we'll do one there and one there. This feels lit. This feels lit-ish. Look up. Milo says school started. School bad. My friend wasn't at school because he's finishing with school, and I'm still super upset with a friend because of drama. Oh, I'm sorry, Milo. I hope that your time here, hanging out, takes your mind off of it. I wish I could fix everything. I can't. Trust me, I tried to fix things. I can't even fix the TV. What's the worst that could happen? Whee! Oh, don't see a lot of bobs around here. This is promising. I didn't realise how glowy they are. Right, we are going this away. In fact, no, we're not. We're going this away. Come on. Ah! Got this. Keb says, doing well. Just signed up to the gym so I can work to be healthier. Congratulations. Out of curiosity, what is your preferred thing to do at the gym? So Mrs. Dragon has just re-signed up for the gym because she's got a little bit of time at the moment between roles, moving from one place of work to another. And so she wanted to make the most of the time when, oh, I want to go swimming every day. And so she signed up to the gym pretty much exclusively to use the pool. That's her big pull for the gym. It's, I want to go swimming. She loves swimming. She get in the pool, do 60 lengths. I'm like, how? How do you do that? I mean, I could do it. It'd just take me all day. Literally all day. Have I gone past my turning? Nope, found it. There we go. And there. Perfect. Kip says, don't know as of yet. I've never gone to the gym before. Most of my exercise at home is running. So I didn't used to care for the gym. I will use a gym, but normally I'll use it because I've got access to it and I haven't got other things access. So like if I go on holiday and there's a gym as part of the hotel, I'll use that. But for me personally, I tend to prefer doing sports. Like I'll go out for a bike ride or I'll go for a walk, or I'd rather do things outside of a gym. Or play badminton, squash, whitewater kayaking, climbing, all those sort of things. Not too worried about most of the stuff you do in a gym. A pool, I can understand. Milo says, a finger's bleeding. Friend said I shouldn't soak my fingers. I'm not a vampire. I am not a doctor, so I take everything I say with a pinch of salt. I'm pretty sure a little bit of sucking the blood can help because it means it's pulling out the other bad stuff that you don't want in the blood, and also the saliva can help seal it. But I'm not an expert. I don't know. Compy says she pulls differently than me. I'm more of a giant unicorn floaty pool guy. It's all about the flamingo rings for me. You know, the ring, the pool ring that you sit in, but it has to have the flamingo at the front because they're deadly. Ask Shay. If you do not get that reference, we played Placid Plastic Duck Simulator on stream a while ago, and all of the ducks got named after people in the community, and Shay got kidnapped by a pink flamingo. It's a whole thing. Right, I'm not going to do any more stuff right now because I'm going to stand here thinking about moving the things behind me without moving them, because then I might say what they're called, and as well as that, my tea is perfect. I want to drink it. So just a normal day for Shay. I mean, yeah, if your normal day involves getting kidnapped by a pink flamingo, yeah, which it did for Shay that day. I can't say I blame the flamingo. Shay is amazing. One of the most lovely people you will ever have the privilege to speak to and meet. Even if just meeting online, you're still very lucky. I don't pool, I beach rock pools. Okay? Is it tea time yet? Yep, it's tea time right now. When is tea time? Anytime I have tea. I've managed to go through today with 1 cup of tea before stream. All day long I've wanted a second cup of tea, but no, I've been too busy. I'm taking the opportunity now. And the biggest struggle is when you sip it and it is at that perfect temperature. You go, oh, if I drink it in 5 minutes time, I'll drink it enjoying it, but with the knowledge that it could have been better. How many of the blue mobs, I'm not calling them by name, are you collecting? I want 4 in here. No. I need 5 in here. Darn it. That's annoying. Ah, well. So I need to move 1 more. Did you pull it down and restart it? Yeah. Well, I pulled down the section I built and restarted it over here. I didn't have to pull down that part. I had to pull down this part. It's different. But yes. The only bit I haven't pulled down is this bit because this is currently my way down. But this just needs filling in and then this wall moving this way. So, yeah. Nearly finished putting it down and starting it. Right, tea is finished. I can stop gulping. That was delicious, though. Kip says, for me, it's mostly the financial accountability. I've been generally thin my whole life, so I have the appearance of a healthy person, but I'm really not. My biggest excuse is that I look fine and don't need the gym, so hopefully spending money on it will help me actually get healthier. I think knowing how your brain works is key to hacking it. So, for example, I am someone who is very financially aware. In which case, if I'm subscribed to Netflix, for example, I will subscribe to Netflix for a month and go, nope, I'm cancelling it immediately because I don't want it to auto renew. Yes, Gio, there is a banned word. It's the name of those things, the balloons. So I will cancel it immediately and I will make an effort to go, nope, I could watch things that are on BBC iPlayer right now, but I have a month of Netflix. I've paid for it already. I'm going to maximize my usage of it. So I'm more likely to maximize my use for that month because of how, I'm going to use the word tight I am, but you know what I mean. And I would do the same if I joined a gym. I know that I would go there every day. Self-accountability. Yeah. Dutchwolf then said, I wish I had BritBox. So many shows I'd watch. Okay. I'm assuming BritBox just has the on-demand stuff from the UK. I'll do the same with subscriptions. I rotate my months of subscriptions. Only 1 month Netflix, next month Disney, and so on. So I will only buy it when I've run out of other things to watch that are not free, but already available to me. So if I get to the point where, yeah, I'd really like to watch that, then I might wait a little bit longer and go, I've now got a list of things I want to watch. I'll do it. All right, I want 1 more. So what I will do is offload this, that, and those. Give me 1 shot. Give me a lead. Did I put my leads? I must have. A lead. Music, please. Thank you. Duplicated, and you're coming with me. Perfect. Right. Yeah, so normally I don't choose a subscription service to have because before I've got to the point of I've run out of things to watch and I would really like to have a month of this, Mrs. Dragon will have gone, oh, I really, really want to watch these 2 shows. I think we have everything cancelled at the moment. We do have Netflix currently running, but it's going to end on the 25th, if I remember correctly. We have several shows to watch on Apple TV, which we already have included. Oh, there you are. So I think it's going to be a few months before we resubscribe to anything, and we shouldn't need to. We've got enough things to watch. Typically, when a subscription service ends, we'll then continue watching things like, we watched Taskmaster. very much enjoy watching Taskmaster. Hey, chicken. Dr. Sten says it was Mrs. Brown's Boys. I love that show and I can't watch it. Really? See, I would have thought that when you have a show like Mrs. Brown's Boys, even if it's not hugely successful and hugely popular, if you own the rights to it, you can either get nothing and someone will pirate it, or you can have it for a low price and then people might pay it. 10% of a small amount is better than 0% of a... Oh. I've lost my LA! I think. Oh no, I haven't. He's okay. We got it. Come on. Oh, I did as well. Fair point.
Oh, stop it! Oh, you did it again! Pastor! Wait! I did it! I did it! Oh, I did it again! I did it again! That's 3.
I've lost it. Thank you for pointing that out. Reset the timer.
Right. Setting for 30 minutes.
Right, we're good. Sorry, Milo said one of my cats is got in the food bowl and the kitty sandbox because she's jealous of the new kitten. The cat does I dislike the baby kitten. Not her type of friend shape. Oh. Hello. If you happen to have pictures of said kitten, you're welcome to share them on Discord. I mean, I'd hate to see a picture of a cat. You'd be torturing me. But you know, if you wanted to, you could. Just an idea. Why did you say it? I was rooting for you. Were you? I don't believe that for one moment. No one ever roots for me. Do they? Kitty pics! Catwoman says, I enjoyed Taskmaster. You have excellent taste, which explains why you're here. Right. Any moment now. Any moment now. Ah, found it. Gotcha! Right. We have 4. I need 1. Do you know what I could have done is brought 1 down? I could have brought 1 down and duplicated them in here. That would have been smart. Could you breathe them down there? Yes, I could. However, I have not done that. And at this point, the last one is sitting here. So, yeah. Oh. Is this the hole with the water in it or not? I don't think this had water in it. If only you had a nearby source of amethyst. Yeah, if only. If only, you know. Witherback says, I just got back to my pieces. You said it and thought, good timing. I mean, for all you know, I could have said it many times while you're away and everyone went, yeah. He'll say it again. We don't want to, point it out now when we could wait until he says it while Witherback's here. Also, thank you, Ozza, for appreciating the extreme close-up. You want another one? Here you go! Huh. Look into my eyes. Look into my eyes. You're in. At the count of 3, you will all believe you are chickens. Chickens. Empty head. Hey! How do you know? Actually, it did show. Why? There we go. Airhead. You can see my shoulders through here. Quack. That's the wrong bird, Teal. But I appreciate your style. Although when I think of the word quack, my brain this is going to be a deep cut. Not many people will get this. I think of Rosie and Jim. If anyone knows and remembers Rosie and Jim, please put your hand up. Children's TV program. They were riding along on the old ragdoll. Rosie and Jim, steers the boat. And at the end, they had the duck chugging along, actually. Oh, okay. Jim, who's not? No. And it's some who's... I remember it, but never watched. Okay. But at the end of that song, they always had the duck on the top of the boat. You know, whack. So when I think of quacking, I think of Rosie and Jim before I think of actual ducks. Also, Gio, the fact that you said chugging along actually tells me you also watched it. Or at least were aware of it. This gets filled in. This hole gets made. That hole's already made. I have lava. Lava is not what I need, but sure, we'll do that. Ow. That kind of hurt. Let's go with a torch. Seal that up. A torch and seal that up. I'll then... Oh. Here's an idea. I could leave this deep like that. That would be fine, right? There's a canal boat on the canal near us that has a Rosie and Jim in the window, and of course got the kids watching it. Fantastic. Person steering the boat changed in different series, so the name would change too. Oh! See, I don't know if I ever watched Rosie and Jim on TV. Little bit of a story for you. Yeah, this will be a complete surprise to you. Because I've never mentioned this before. I am someone who wakes up, and when I wake up, I just get up. I've always done that, even from a young age. When I was 3 or 4, would do that then. And so, when I was the youngest of 4 children, and I would wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and be awake for the day, I then would wake everyone else up in the house by running around doing things and playing and stuff. And so my parents decided that at a fairly young age they should do the sensible thing and give me a TV. So I had a TV in my room from a very young age, because I would wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and my siblings, who are all teenagers and wanted to stay in bed longer, didn't want to be woken up. So I was given a TV and a VHS player. And so I wake up early on a Saturday or Sunday morning and then just watch a video of Rosie and Jim. This does not surprise me with you. In what way? Are you trying to say I'm incredibly annoying, or I'm the... What are you saying? I can't believe you. How dare you? Very energetic. Oh, okay. I'm calling Peppa Pig. What? I'm not sure I'm following Milo. You were the annoying kid, says Aywich. Thanks. I mean, I'm still this same person now. Mrs. Dragon has married me, and I've learnt my lesson. My lesson is I wake up and I leave the house. As I did this morning. Even though I've been ill, I still went for a long walk. Not a long walk. I think it was 5-6 miles. But, up in the morning, I might as well have a bath, go for a walk, come home. Mr. Dragon's still asleep. It's fine. When I was a young British boy, that's so Zach right there. Hey, you made me say that. That's not fair. You set me up. Yeah, that's energetic. Oh, miles, British people. Sorry. I walked for like 8 kilometers. I do both. That's right there. This I might move forwards. I might leave as it is. I'm kind of okay either way. I haven't decided. I'm happy. We have our dropchute down. We have our bubble elevator up, or sort of. This is where we need to do a collection system of sorts. However, I'm tempted to do these guys last. They are secure where they are, and I'm quite happy about it. I can line this, do everything over there. I believe the main thing to focus on is probably the sorting system. Me set you up. I have to listen to you. You do it to yourself. Hey! Fair, but hey! Ow! Right, if I do double chest, like that. Nope. And then like that. I'd have the item frames across at this height, allowing me to go there, and there. I need to pop in and put the stairs across. I could do that after the fact, or I could do it now. Thing is, I'm going to need the sand to do it. And I'm going to need lights. Let's go over here. We have plenty of space. I can unload the useful things. That's bugging me that it's a different way around, but yeah, I'll get over it. Redstone bits in your pop. Sure, keep the bucket. Shadow Point Redemptions can go in here. Need to eat up some of these spider eyes. Delicious. Yummy. Mmm. All that effort, I've eaten 11. In your pop, in your pop. This stuff can go home. I need the sand, and if I have sandstone, I don't believe I have any, unfortunately, so I may have to just craft some up. Which does bug me. Sand is not a renewable resource, although technically the world is infinite, so I could just go 50,000 blocks out and get sand, and I'll never go back to that area. And in fact, probably become purged. Right, these bits go in, and I need sand. Yeah, there's not a lot of sand. Let's take all of this. I'll take the cut sandstone. Ooh, I don't want red sand. I do, however, want the glass. Did you get a stack of fish or an enchanted book? Enchanted book. I got sharpness 3, which is so precious that I would never get. Oh, there we go. Well, I remember. And I think I didn't get many fish. That was it. It was 7, which in the grand scheme of things is slightly more than 6. I have this, have that. I will probably want to use lanterns in there because I could see lanterns fitting in well with the sandstone. And lanterns work well with chains. So take those. Thankfully, it's not too far from where I'm at. Oh, it's quite an easy commute. Which does mean I'm not worried about grabbing everything I need at once, so I can just pop back and forth. I do need to make sure I have a stone cutter with me, so we'll take one of these two. And I also need some more. Ooh. Bear with. That one. Let's grab 3 eyes. I've run out of ender chests, so it makes sense to make up some of these into ender chests. I don't even have enough. 2 will do for now. The rest can go in here. Ow! Dark Wolf Den says, I have a netherite sword I have never been to the Nether. How? How? Oh, is this modded? I'm assuming it's modded. I can't think of a way you would do it without going to the Nether. Splish. Modded. Okay. Glass can go in here. We have stone cutting to go on here. And what I remember, spare and chest in there. Oh, while I remember, hang on. I also want a crafting table. In your pop. Now, if I were to make sandstone, let's make 16. Wow, that's really expensive. So sandstone, I can make sandstone stairs. Can we not make sandstone brick? Would this build actually suit endstone? Oh, endstone could work, right? The endstone could complement it. Hang on. I'll go back. Why didn't I think of this before? Endstone works, and it might complement the sand and the sandstone, or even just do endstone brick and regular. Oh, these ones, the yellow ones. So if I took endstone and endstone brick, I don't have a lot of it. Let's go try it. It could work well next to the amethyst. Whee! Splish. Let's try it. So if I do that with hang on. I can do this like that, and then hang on, sandstone, and sand. Ooh. So these ones look slightly green. I like the sandstone more, but I don't have a sandstone brick. And that does sort of bug me. If I do cut sandstone, does that give me any option? I forget what's available. No. So it's only really sandstone stairs. And sandstone stairs, I don't hate it. Got to remember, it would be sandstone next to sand. Now my biggest issue nope, not that one. I struggle to see which one's which. I'm kind of tempted to go with the endstone more than the sand. Just because it allows me to do something in here. Let's do it. Sand can clear off into this one. Sandstone. Sandstone. So we have endstone brick. I may need to grab more of it, which I was not expecting to say. I need 16 stairs, so that I could potentially do... Nope. And let me out. What? I'm still not out. There. So if that went up and across, we'd need to have stairs on those ones. I mean, technically not necessary, but kind of feels right. So this would be endstone brick, as would this one. And across there, let's do this bit as well. Right. That connects over, that will connect over, this would be the same. I'm just trialing it, seeing how it looks. And then in the corners, we'll go with a regular endstone here. And then regular endstone here. I want to make sure we've got lighting in some way, shape or form. Tempted just to go with a chain here and a lantern at the end of it. I can change it up later. I'll probably add a little bit more height, but we'll see. Axe. 2, 3, 4. I think I kind of like it. Here's another counter. Purple works. Oh, but then we're going into end stuff, and it seems wrong, but it also seems kind of right. Now we'll use amethyst on the floor in some way, shape or form. Let's take this bit out. Put end stone in there and here. This will go across. Like that. That will go across, and then I need to take these ones out. What I will probably do is give myself a way in here for now. So I can go up and in. So the front wall is here, which means it's at this point I need to chop across. I don't mind having a big gap above, because I need to do the redstone for up here anyway. Let's go up and place the stairs like so, 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 and so. Git. I know I punched him. I'm sorry. I feel terrible. But fundamentally, if I kill him, I'll just make another one. Cost 1 amethyst thing. It's cheap. I've never known murders to be so cheap. Let me go small over here. Large cluster, and medium. Be the same on the other side. Oop. Give that back. Thank you. I'm kind of okay with this so far. Let's grab this bit out. I do need to underpin it, so let's go with taking this out. Back here, I'd like to put frog lights in, just because it's nice and bright. Like that. That's sealed in, but yet lit. Do the same thing on the top, I think. Although maybe before I line it up, well, line it in, encase it in, you know what I'm trying to say, I do the sorting system. Should be relatively straightforward. And back here. So if I have items feeding in here, I could have them come across this. The items should be in a water stream anyway. If I were to have hoppers pointing in, let me think it through. Sorry, I need things to go across. Hoppers to be pointing in this way, and then hoppers to be pointing down beneath that. I don't see that I'd really have enough space to be able to make it visible unless I made this really tall, but by that point, are you going to see the stuff flowing across? It's possible, but this room would have to be so much taller. Thoughts, opinions, ideas would all be appreciated. What I'm essentially doing is I want all of the items that feed from there, because they'll be in a water stream, they'll be going up, across, along, and then across a filter over here. I'm not good at these systems. Okay. I mean, it's more of a... So if I have the hoppers pointing in there and have them pointing that way, it'd be the comparison. So the window would have to be one above where the current ceiling is. So if I had items flowing across, you'd only see it if I did that to have a window up there, which I could do with tinted glass. And then go up and over. But it does make this room much, much taller, which I do not mind. But I don't know whether you're going to see much. A taller ceiling would match the main room, I guess. That is a good point. I hadn't really thought about that. I wasn't planning on matching it. But it does, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3. What? Hang on. It does actually match it. Spot on. I don't even know whether it would work, or it's going to work, but I'm tempted to try it. I don't see the harm in trying it. Let's get everything in and work it out. You could make fake geode effect on the ceiling with the water flow visible. I'm not sure what you mean, although that sounds like the sort of thing that would be a very good idea. I don't know how to do it. Please advise. Fake geode, as in like a dome? Oh. A dome where you could see the amethyst as a ceiling and the geode sticking out? Ah! Bear with. Like amethyst blocks pretend to be budding ones. That's what I thought you meant. Not entirely sure how I would do that. Do you want to do it for me? For free? I can whitelist you. You can come in and show me how to do it. I mean, if you think you can cope with Java. I know that you're used to your bedrock. Your fancy bedrock. But if I had the item stream going across there, it could also go across there and then back that way. Meet windows. There'd be nothing up here necessarily. However, I could do something slightly decorative. Gives me space. The items want to go across the top of the ceiling, turn here, and then go drop and then across, which would be at this height and be fine. My biggest downs. Why are you this? Go away. Thank you. My biggest downside to it is I want to make sure any items coming in here are pushed against that wall, which I can do. But I'd have to do the same on the other two walls as well. So I'd push it up against the glass, which means it'll go across there, then it needs to go past left, left, and left, if that makes sense. Or across right, and then back against this wall. Yeah, that would work. I could do that. And when it gets to the end here, goes across right. I don't even know if possible on the first row yet. I need to start laying out my hoppers and the redstone components I have. With that angle, you might not see anything with extra stuff on the ceiling. Yes. Unless it was domed outwards. To be honest, I was thinking of just a flat ceiling with, well, flat-ish. Maybe some slabs and bits and hanging chains. I don't dislike the idea though. Although this room would be kind of perfect for it, right? It's just a square room. Ish. Or at least it would be square if I hadn't have put these back in. I'll just take those out, move the drop chute over here. You know. Because if the drop chute's one block over this way, this room could be square and you have a dome ceiling. Which you could design for me. Gotta admit, it's not a terrible idea. The idea of someone else doing the hard work. Whew, sounds amazing. Tempting. A dome here would be kind of awesome. I don't know how one would do it. Doesn't have to even be a square room. If we took that bit off and that bit off, obviously it's 3 wide here, but then it's kind of a little bit diagonal, and then it'd be 3 wide. You know, you want to play around with it, design it, build it here with me, co-stream, you and me, quality time together. You finishing the stream going, I never want to come back again. But, you know, in the meantime, I'll be having fun. I wanted hoppers, that was it. Let me go grab those. And food, clearly, because I'm starving. Did I finish my word ban? I don't remember finishing it. Did it go off? Must have.
It It looks like you don't have any timers.
I have no timers. Okay, I must have. Hey, course. Yes, you did finish it. Okay, I was successful. Welcome in, course. So, I want those to go there. Obviously not that one, but still. Let's make a little cut off the cord here to get me around. I need item streams going across, which would mean we'd block this in. Hoppers pointing like that. Comparators pointing off. Let me think this through. It's been a while. Bear with. I'm thinking this requires more effort than I'd like to admit. How was the lovely course today? We heard the alarm. I mean, you forgot to turn it on. No, I did not. Obviously, this doesn't need to be an end zone. It just helps me figure it out. So the items go across there. These are my filters. Comparator, redstone, redstone, redstone. Repeater, torch. That'll work, I suppose. Yeah. Who is this lovely course? You! You're lovely. Don't agree with me? I'll fight you. Want to fight me? You're still lovely. This may seem like a stupid question, but are frog lights transparent? I.e., if I put redstone signal, will it lock the hopper? Did you mean Mrs. Core? She's lovely. She is lovely, but you know, we don't need to. Let's take that and that. Oh wait, do I have? Nope. Do I? Nope. What about? Sure, that'll work. I'll do that. Get rid of these sticks. Just need to test this because I forget whether frog lights are solid or not. I believe they are, but if that's solid, then this hopper should lock. It is solid. Nice. Wait. No, they're solid. I know. That's what I said. Perfect. I now have the wrong thing in there, but that's fine. Now, back here, I need to mine this out and this out. If I were to put that in like that, bear with. Let's put all of the frog lights pointing that way. So it's universal. The block back here. I think what I want to do is that, just because it's a light source and it's cheap. Then back here we'd go one there. Torches need to go on the underside. Hang on. So it'd be redstone lamp. 1, 2, 3, 4. Redstone there. Do the same on the other side. Redstone here and here. this bit needs to be covered up, as does the bit on the other side here. The rest is not accessible. So if we go take out 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. That would be repeaters. So I'll do that and seal them in. I like them for redstone machines as they reduce lag. That was actually part of my thinking, believe it or not. Which is why I was particularly keen to have it on the right next to the lamp, the torch. So here would be comparators reading across. This can come out for now because that was just a sample it. If I make this square, like so. None of that needs to be accessible, so we'll just seal it in. Over this side. Take out that for now. We'll go one wider as well. And square off the room. So we want items to probably come in this way and then turn. Hang on, where's the wall's all the way back here? So we've got plenty enough space for it. I want the items against whatever window we have in there, which I'm thinking should be purple. Evidence supports this statement. Thanks. I'm glad you believe in me. These blocks above I'm kind of thinking of and stone above because that will be visible. I probably want light behind, so if I were to go like that, I can figure it out a bit, but now this stuff is in, I probably want to work on the water flowing up and across and work out where it's going. This would be a wall up to the ceiling, so let's do that. This opening wants to be end stone here. Do
Zach is a cutie. Pass
Hey
it on.
Danielle. This bit will be regular endstone, however for now we'll do that. I will probably just put a frog light there. So, hang on. Like that. I can still get up this way, so let's tear that one out. How is the lovely Danielle today? I do that. This fills in. That gives me the left to right stripes. I could do that. I kind of like that more. And also makes these ones easier to place. So the water stream would be going across the ceiling in the middle. once it gets to above this, hang on, I've got to think this through, because if I've got everything being collected in the middle, shooting down and across and then up, this bit's fine. More of a seeing it in the ceiling and how I make it any water streams not ice is the thing I'm worried about, because I can't go the whole length of the room with one stream. She's tired but doing okay. I'm very well. How is the throat stroke voice feeling? Pretty good. Less scratchy than I was. I still spent a fair bit of last night coughing, which is not fun, but you know, could be worse. He says, while tickling his throat. So collection system goes in and up. Dropper needs to go in. The item stream will go up against the wall, then back, then up, then forwards against the wall and up. But then when we get to the top, I can have it going across, but I can't very easily carry it all the way. And how do I break it up? I feel like the sensible way to do it would be one ice block in the middle, but then I don't... Give me a block I don't care. Stone will work. Lack of hygiene, welcome in. Over the Irish Sea, huh? What? I'm so confused. Which is not unusual for me, but still. So water would flow up through that hole there and go above. So source block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This could be ice here. Which I think would be okay. We do an ice in the middle here with maybe... yeah, just packed ice here. That'd be fun. Water source would be here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. It does disturb it slightly because we are breaking up the flow of it. But I'm not overly worried about it being there. That seems okay. Probably makes sense to go there, and we do the tunnel across to that side, put the ice in and tunnel across that way. So here I can do that for now. Like Hygiene says, from a children's song, we're going this way, that way, forwards and backwards over the Irish Sea. I have not heard that song. If I keep going, eventually I'll come out the other side and that'll be too far, he says. I've gone too far. Way too far. Not far enough. But if we go there and there... oh, I can't do the whole thing like that. Get rid of that one. Ceiling. Count it. So source of water here. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hang on. So the room is there. That's a little bit annoying. Source 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ice would have to go here. to then go here and back. Let's see what we get to. I'm not too far. Am I way higher than I think I am? Probably. Let's hop down here so I can see where I am. Yes, I am. Although... I need one chicane over. What I could do... Why didn't this occur to me before? Break this one. Place and place. Instead of going across... We go to... You know... I was thinking if I go to here and across, that's not what I want. What I want... is go over, around. I need to get back... to here. Which means I may need to do a bit of a detour at the top. However, bear with. That goes there. This one would be right there. The water stream goes into that, which means I probably want a little bit of height on this. I have an idea. It may work. It probably won't, but it may. Let's take this out. I need to loop round to it, which means where we are over and outside the room. So let's take this bit out. So I can see where I'm going to. So the wall would come up to here at this point. I don't care if it goes around, back and across. Does need to do so at a bit of a funky height, but that's okay. Again, ceiling will be there. I can't use any of those blocks, and that's fine. That gives me a point we're running to. So it goes across, shoots along here. At this point, we can go this way. Because I need to go back into this drop here. I think. So if it went along here, then across this, that would be fine.
Grab a shovel.
I'm fine.
What is...
Grab a shovel.
Have a shovel, I don't need one, it's fine. This bit needs to be replaced here because we might be able to see it. That would go across. Bear with. So the water stream goes down that way, which means if we go across here, need to be there. One, two, three, 4. So water stream. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can do an ice here. This can flow that way. Need to go across and round. Which is perfectly doable, I think. It's going to be a little bit of a palaver, but it's doable because I'm only dropping down 1. This is the tricky side because I'm squeezing it in. I want the items to flow off this ledge so they are propelled towards the front of the water, which will be there going across. I think that makes sense. Let's get the glass that I want, which... What's the closest colour to amethyst for glass? Is it magenta? Pink? Purple? Okay. Thank you. Whee! I thought it'd be magenta. Thought magenta would be closest. We have some purple in here. We can try both. I say we have purple. We have red. We have blue. Which makes purple. I think. Right. Okay. I've got glass in storage. Let's grab. Ah, ice. Packed ice? Sure. Regular ice? Take 4 of those. Whatever I just found. Let's take a bucket of water while I remember. And top up the food. Need to find a cave. For anything in particular, Dark Wolf? Whee! I'm forgetting things. Next question. What's the closest colour wood? Is it going to be bamboo or is it going to be birch? Probably birch. Let's take 19 birch logs. And... oh. Okay. Oh. I need bamboo. And I don't have another portal. Okay. I can fly. It's not far. Just got used to taking the little shortcut. Right, head down here. I want 2 stacks of sticks and then a couple stacks of bamboo blocks, which I should have some. Yeah, I've got loads. While I'm here. 1, 2, 3, 4 to make 6, and then 1, 2. I'm not flying away to unloading the chunk straight away. Should be fine to get up to the surface. Head out the door and then fly off. As long as the flying machine is parked back at the far end, I'm pretty sure I'm safe. I mean, technically worst case scenario, I just reset it. It's not hard, you just have to update the observers. Right, we have magenta and we have purple dye. We'll try both and see which one looks best. Geo says purple. I'm hoping it is purple because I don't have much in the way of magenta. I also don't have much in the way of end stone. But I might be able to fix that soon. Is that the hole? No, this is the hole. Yes. Never not terrifying. Purple. Oh, they are closer than I thought. Oh. I think it's magenta. But then, no, it's purple. Purple is a closer fix. I just like the magenta more. Which is not what we're aiming for. We're aiming for the closest fit. Good shout, Gio. Yeah, I don't even think I'll be able to see it. I really don't. Now, if I took that out as well, I would be able to see more of it. But, hey Delenn, joining in just as I say the word but. Ooh. Playing Ancient Farm. What is Ancient Farm? I need to know. I need to ask. Tell me about the stuff and the things. What is Ancient Farm? Do tell, please. While I introduce myself to your amazing viewers. Hello, amazing viewers. I'm Zach. I'm a variety streamer, and we're playing Minecraft today because I wanted to build an Amethyst farm, and I'm playing around with things. I'm not sure. I don't like it. I think this goes back in. Does make the whole thing seem a bit pointless because I don't think we'll be able to see in there. We'll see. It's a farm that's old like you. Hey! Welcome in, fantastic Sherlock Fox. That was a long thing to say. My throat is a bit tickly because I was under the weather. I'm still slightly under the weather. I'm just mostly not ill. Mostly dead. No, what was the quote? H Farm is a brand new early access game set up in some part of stereotypical Egypt. Not entirely realistic, but a bit of fun. Oh, okay. See, this week everyone's talking about Hightown, and it's weird to go, someone's got a game that's new and it's not Hightown. They're playing that. So I've made a window above the filters for these chests, thinking if I put water streams feeding into it, I might see the stuff floating by. But that is possibly unrealistic. I could move it all down, but then I've got less storage. Oh. Don't like this game. It's making me make hard decisions. Right, we do know one thing. I want purple, so let's do that. I've got 26 purple. Throw the magenta in so I don't accidentally use any of that. We can take this bit out. And this bit. This is my middle block currently, which should be packed ice. So let's put it up and do that. So packed ice goes there. That's the middle of my room. And that's fine. I would like... Yeah, I think I'll keep it as is. The idea of this room is that we can harvest crystals. They fall down into the water, get flushed up and across and get sorted out. So I wanted to give myself a viewing window so that if anything comes by I can see it. However, now I've realised it's a little bit high up. I am vertically challenged. Don't look at me like that. Mrs. Dragon came into the room and went, huh? For reference, Mrs. Dragon and her entire family call me tall person. Am I tall? No. I am 5'11", but by her family standards, I'm tall person. The goal is to build a farm from scratch, including trees, fields, animals, and associated activities. No daylight-night cycle and no survival or threats. Totally chill it. Even with the bumps. The bumps? Taller than average. See, am I? So you're sure. Thanks, Darkswolf. I've never felt particularly tall. But I have too many friends that are 6 foot odd. Right, I need to do the thing. Because, someone raided me today by the name of Only Dylan, which I think is an is you underselling yourself. You shouldn't be Only Dylan. You should be Dylan, the amazing, the fantastic, the lovely. Boop, boop. Done. You're in the book. There. We're recording subs, gifted subs, raids, wishing wells, guest book. My next person to go in my guest book should be DC. Early access games always have issues, so it's a bit of a bumpy ride to start. I have played a number of early access games. Being a content creator, I get offered keys for early access stuff, but I tend to be less inclined to play them. I want to play a game when it's ready to play. Otherwise, we have issues where I join and play something while it's in early access and then have to stop because I run out of content to play. And then when they release a patch that releases everything and then there's more stuff to do, I've then forgotten everything I've done. Danielle says the average male height worldwide is approximately 5 foot, 8.1 inches. In the United States, the average height for the man about 5 foot 9 inches. However, some sources report that the global average is 5 foot 7.5, indicating some variation depending on the source. Also depends on where people's cultural origins, not cultural heritage. Some countries, the average height is more than others. So that says, "Yay, I'm average." Better than being smaller than your average, if you know what I mean. 5'9". Oh, well. I want to be a lumberjack. That's not what I meant. I want to be over. Wait, how did I get in? Ah, found it. Ah! I went up here. Clearly, you can tell. Right, so item flows in and across. This would be packed ice. This would be wall here. At this point, we can spring a left. I know what I'm doing. I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I sleep all night and I work all day. Cut down trees, wear high heel suspenders and a bra. I know that song. Right, this is the actual room. So we'll do glass in here. This is genius. Genius, I tell you. I'm crawling on hands and knees. This goes across. I need this to go to the end of the room, and I don't think... Oh, I did do the thing up. Perfect. Now let's offhand this. Break this and this. And place. Like that. So the items would come across here. This would be where we'd have an open fence gate, I think. Ow. You sleep all night and work a day. Cut down. Yeah. You sleep all night and work all day. I don't think. Zach, hey! That was entirely out of context, but fair. Right, we are putting these in the ceiling. Probably past where the glass is, but for now, focus on this bit. That is not fair, but also not inaccurate. Wait, not inaccurate? Yeah. Not wrong. You know what I'm saying. Told you here, just here to pick on you. Well, I appreciate your company and honesty, frankly. So this side bit, what I'd like to do is we take this out, this out. I'll probably leave the bit next to the ice open so that I have a way up and in without too much difficulty. We'll do endstone brick across here. And then a regular endstone on top of that. I don't have a lot in the way of endstone. I will need to get more. Which is a mission to do on Monday. Why Monday? Because I'm hoping a friend joins me for some M raiding. Hoping. If not, Wednesday. Because that friend can join me on Wednesday instead. Hopefully. End raiding is an activity best done with company, especially when flying through large areas of the end, not finding a city. And now that I have plenty of rockets, it makes it really easy to invite someone along to raid with me. Ow. Right, item comes up, item goes across. Water stream. Cross. Fence gates, water stream. So I need to start doing the fence gates. I need more endstone. Water stream goes over here. I probably want, because this is the corner of the rooms, and this, so I could turn here. However, I want this to be lit just in case we can see from down there. I don't think we can, but I'd rather be sure. So we go to this point. So we go across here to light, go to this point. So this would be packed ice. Go across here onto here. Which means we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can go around here, around here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hang on. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then it would drop off and they go down. So if I were clever, which I'm not saying I am, and we did that there and that there. If I place water here, ignore the fact that it will go that way. In fact, let's just go with, to block it, water goes here, goes across, round, drops, across and round. That seems sensible. And that will end up on the hopper at the end. Right? Same here. Let's hop down. That was not the plan, but not far off. Ha, ha. Probably should. Oh no, I haven't done the water stream across there. So the water would be in here going across. Let's do that in my offhand. We'll do that. So items would drop in and then flow across, and they should be against the glass. Let's go make up some trapdoors. which should be simple for my little brain. I said birch would be most fitting. So let's go with birch fence gates. I don't need that many. Probably enough there. We have a bucket. Let's fill it up. I know I have some ice. I don't have a lot. At this point, do that. This can be like that. Water would then go here up to flows across. And then here carries it all the way across to the end. I could do with gathering more ice. I do not have enough endstone, so we'll do that for now. And fill in the last couple of gaps with whatever I've got spare. That was wrong. I would just do that. So, fence gate here opens up. One ice bit goes here. And across. I am only a couple of stacks of endstone away from testing the filter bits. This needs... Whoops. Cover for now. So that will continue over. Turn right and right to get to the other window, but that's the next problem. The main thing is if I start putting the filters in for those, I can harvest them. More endstone. That's what we need. And I have done. And that's fine, because it is about time for me to wrap up. Thank you everyone for being here. Let me find someone to raid over to. My voice has held out for 2 and a bit hours, which is longer than we've managed so far. I do have Spider Eyes still to finish. And I will promise to finish this stack before I eat chicken. Wrap! Is it a wrap? It is a wrap. So boop, 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 and boop. We've made progress. We've got the allays here. I've kind of got an idea of what I want. I've changed my mind as to what block. I've got things lined up. The window seems unnecessary, but I also kind of like it. Let's grab some of this purple back and some of this and some of that. Make an entire stack of purple. The window will go across here. Oops, I made a mistake. Fixed it. As I was saying, purple stained glass goes across here. So at the end of this bit where the water's flowing, I don't want it just to turn because it won't be against the glass. So I want it to continue off, do a right and a right, and then end up back here to flow across. If that makes sense. So Zach's on the armadillo diet. Is that a new craze? Is an armadillos eat spider eyes? Geo says, sorry I've not been around. Hey, Geo, you are incredibly busy and you've been dealing with so much. I appreciate the fact that I get you for one moment. I am incredibly lucky. I know how many streamers there are online, and I know that there is only one of you, unfortunately. So I feel very privileged to be the one that gets the Geo. Even if that Geo is mostly lurking and doing other things. I still appreciate you. Ah! Hang on, I can reach. Goes there, that goes there. So that gives me my windows. We're going to go across here, past the end, turn right and turn right. So it goes up against this glass. We'll have a source block of water there going across. Same again here. So we go past, back, and across. And then at the end here, we'll have it drop down to a barrel that I'll put in the wall here. And I'll do the same here for an input chest. Fundamentally, if I have an input chest here, I can spit it out. I may even spit it out and it feed into that bit. We'll see. I could spit it out and it go up and in here. But it's probably easier just to link with that. Or even link with that. I can do that. If I spit it out just to the side, you can pop into the water. Now, figure it out. But I need endstone. I need more water. I need a chain to go here. Oh, I haven't got any more chains. This feels like progress. I'll play with the lace. Where on earth? Why are you there? Why? Get back in your room. Thank you. Right. Let's find someone to raid over to. Let's put me out of full screen so I can have a look at whom is online and worthy of such an amazing community of people. Ooh. Animal Crossing. Bear with. I'm being selective. Who? Oh, come on. Let's go Blonk Skunk. Been live for about the same time as me, but he's not playing high to us today, and I think we should go say hello. Very, very talented Minecrafter and well worth checking out. So I'm going to send you over. You can check him out and then go, do you know what? This guy, pretty cool. There, raid is going through. If you would like to make me look good, there is a raid call message. You can copy and paste it. If you have access to my emotes, it looks better. If you do not have access to my emotes, then just say Zach Raid. That'd be fine. Either way, go on over and enjoy. Lovely guy. I will be back streaming on Saturday, where I'm getting to stream with the lovely, the talented Lair. She's such a sweetie. And I'm looking forward to it. It's the first time I've actually streamed with Lair. First time. Knowing Liara for all the time I've been streaming, pretty much. It's finally happening. It's finally happening. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your week. I hope to see you at the weekend. Sorry, just reading through chat and making sure I didn't miss anything. I didn't. I'm good. I'm on top of things. Look at me go. I'm an amazing streamer.